As you can tell, I already started my brows. That way I just have it out the way and I ain't got to worry about that. I use Benefit's Foolproof Brow Powder in the shade number 5. For foundation, I feel like I should be using a matte foundation, but the only foundation I have in the house that is matte is the Estee Lauder Double Wear Foundation, which I used to love. But that foundation and I are no longer friends. We quit our friendship. We no longer like each other. So instead, I'll be using the Nars Sheer Glow Foundation. Even though I don't think a fall look should be all glowy looking, but I'm just gonna go with that because I don't have anything matte. Okay, taking my wet beauty blender and working its magic. I did want to take the brush, but I feel like this foundation right here, the Nars Sheer Glow, works best with a beauty blender. Dude, I am so excited for Halloween season. And after Halloween is over, we can still look forward to Thanksgiving, which I also love because who doesn't like Thanksgiving, right? The only thing that bugs me about Thanksgiving, that's the only thing, is the day of, avoid social media. Just do not go onto social media because all you'll be seeing while you're scrolling on your phone is plates of greens and sweet potatoes. Like, we're all eating the same stuff, basically, you know, give or take. Applying the Nars foundation with the beauty blender is working so much better than the brush. I don't like doing this part right here just because I'm always scared I'm gonna mess up my brows. Okay, I'm gonna be using my brush for my brows. There you go, just this part right here. Just this part right here. I just cannot stand it. Like, you can definitely tell the difference. Oh shoot, I just applied more foundation. Just kidding. It's all gravy. Next, I will take my Shape Tape in tan. Yes, in tan, and my little Zoeva concealer brush. And just place a little bit on top of my lid. Yeah, about that much. And I will buff it out everywhere where I will basically be putting on some eyeshadow. Next, I will take a, whoa, I dropped it. Got it. Next, I will take a different concealer, the Too Faced Born This Way concealer. If you're realizing there's some type of change in quality right now, I just had to switch cameras because that other thing that I had, yeah, just died. Sorry. Taking my little wet beauty blender and yeah, blending it in. I'm trying to figure out what I will be for Halloween this year. Last year I did Wednesday Addams, and this year I might be Wednesday Addams. Putting some of my Laura Mercier translucent powder onto a Wet n Wild flat top brush right here. And I'm kind of just pushing the product in. And I feel like this brush is perfect for this little triangle right here. Also grabbing some translucent powder and a old Sonia Kashuk brush. I will use this brush to set my eyelids. I feel like if I don't do a good job priming my eyelid, like, forget it. Like, it's the beginning of the end right there for me. In my last video, in the video #Project Throwback, I was whining about the fact that I did not own a old bronzer from, you know, a couple of years ago. Apparently, I only have one bronzer. Yeah. After filming, I went upstairs into my makeup room to clean up and stuff. And right there on my desk, this little thing is sitting there, looking at me like, how dare you forget about me? Anyways, I'll be using Nars' Casino. As you can tell, I used to love it very much. I haven't used this bronzer in over 2.5 years maybe. I'm sorry. So see how it goes today. Taking fluffy brush. Aww, I forgot. This bronzer has a light little sheen to it. Ooh. I like you, Casino. Yeah, I just like putting the product into my forehead in a patting motion. I don't like swirling on top of my forehead. And then I'm bringing it all down to my neck. Just for shits and giggles, I'm thinking about making a Halloween decoration video. Kind of like in a time-lapse type of way. Because I love those type of videos. I'll think that'd be fun. I will stop right here. I put my foundation on. I bronzed my face. So now I will move on to the eyes and then later on just do the rest. Isn't it ironic that I will be filming a fall-inspired makeup video using a summer palette? When I first bought the Moroccan Spice palette, the very first shade that just jumped out at me was the shade Shisha Smoke, which is the gray tone in the palette. This one right here. Love it. I'm into gloom and doom shades anyways, so there's no surprise about that. This one right here. The first shade I'll be using is this one right here, Come and Get It, and just blending it in right above the crease. Next, using the Morphe brush M433, I will be taking the shade Henna C. Not Hennessy like Henna C, like the color henna. This one right here, placing that product directly into the crease. Next, I'm going to be going in with the shade Shisha Smoke using a Zoeva shader brush. Woo! Yes! I love this color so much. I'm basically going to be packing on the Shisha Smoke all over my lid, and I'm not even trying too hard to be precise or super clean because I'll be blending it all out anyways. The hard part for me is trying to make it an oval shape. You have no idea how much I love this color. Oh my gosh, look at that. And this color right here surprisingly does not have a lot of fallout. Here comes the tricky part for me again, that damn oval shape. I'm still here. I'm just trying to get this damn shape in place. For the next step, I will be using my Zoeva Petite Crease brush, and I will be putting a little bit of that Come and Get It shade onto my brush to blend it in with the Shisha Smoke. I'm going to be switching my brush to the Morphe M433 again because I feel like it needs to be fluffier and a little bit bigger. This is much better, oh my gosh. Next, I'm going to take my favorite Morphe brush ever, and that is the 518 brush, to give everything a nice little blend. I'm going to be blending this part first, like the upper part, and then I'm going to go a little bit lower and blend. Using my little Zoeva, what is this? Using my Zoeva pencil brush, I will be taking some of that Come and Get It and placing it beneath my lid. Using the same brush, I'll be also using some of that Henna C. Not Hennessy, remember? Henna C. And placing it also on top of my lower lash line. I like keeping that Henna C on this side of my eye right here, this part. I don't like dragging it all the way over here. I'm using a clean Wet n Wild brush just to blend everything a little bit. Back to my pencil brush, I just decided to take some of that shisha smoke and place it right here. Right here. Just a little bit. Just in the corner of my eye. Using my Morphe 518 brush one more last time to give everything a good thorough blend. And then it will be time for lashes. Okay, I placed my lashes right next to me on a paper, and I used that paper to fan myself because I was so hot earlier. I'll be back. I have to go look for lashes. I found them. I was gonna do this off camera, but hey, nope. All right, let me pretend to know how to place these on my lid perfectly fine without making any crazy faces. Make this work. So far so good. Uh-oh, there comes the mouth opening. Sit your ass down on that lid. Pretend you don't see the glue. That will dry. Using my favorite mascara ever, the Kush mascara from Milk Cosmetics, I will try to disguise my own little hairies by blending them in. Next, I'll be using the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'll be using the darkest shade out of that palette. Using my Real Techniques contour brush, I am placing that right into the hollows of my cheeks. And I'm kind of like trying to keep most of the product in the back of my cheek, if that makes any sense. For blush, I'll be using Anastasia's Blush Trio, and I'll be using the shade Ginger, the middle one right here. Woo! Gosh, why do I always put so much blush on my brush? And I'm trying to go in very lightly, very lightly. Just very lightly. That's it. I don't want no more. That's it. For highlight, I'll be using MAC Soft and Gentle, which I'll be placing soft and gentle onto my cheekbones. And using my pinky with some of that soft and gentle, I will be just dabbing it on the bridge of my nose and just trying to blend it out. Which reminds me that I forgot my nose contour. So going in again with the Shade and Light, but using the middle shade. For my nose, if I would use the darker shade that I use for contouring on my nose, it makes me look like Rudolph the damn freaking red-nosed reindeer. For my bottom lashes, I'll be using Nars' Climax Mascara. Not too much of a fan for the top lashes, but it's bomb on the bottom lashes. For lips, I will be using the Anastasia Liquid Lipstick in the shade Ashton. This one right here is one of my favorite lipsticks of all time. This is always my go-to. When in doubt, it's this one. Coming to an end, and the last step is... So the look is done. I hope you like. Thank you so much for watching. Please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. Until next time, bye.